Hello YouTube! Today's video will be very interesting and a bit different from what I have done. We are going to talk about how much speed you want on Kafka. Before we start, I just want to mention that if you have a hard time understanding speed, then go check Grimro Gacha video that I have linked in my description, since he talks about the speed breakpoints, and honestly, it's just a great video and he explains everything so well. This is for you to understand this video a lot better. Now, before I start talking about speed, if I say something wrong that I might have not thought about, then please point it out in the comments, since I myself can be quite brain dead and blinded by my own thoughts sometimes. Yeah. Now, let's start with the F2P play, since most of you guys are F2P. This is the short answer, which is get speed boost for Kafka and reach 134 speed. That would be the best option for you guys. That means that you need to get 9 speed on substats, since Kafka starts off with 100 base speed. Or you can use the new F2P set that gives you 6 speed, so that you only need 3 speed. But that's a debate for later, whether you should use that set or some other set that I will cover on my Kafka guide later on when she comes out. If you're playing with the Sampo and Luca or both of them, then having them slightly higher speed than Kafka would benefit you a lot. For example, if Kafka has 135 speed, then you would want your Luca and Sampo to have 136 speed at minimum. The main point is for you to go slightly above Kafka, so that your Sampo and Luca get the action before Kafka. That way, they can apply DOT before Kafka gets her turn to detonate the DOT. Now, for the ones that are either just really lucky and gets a crazy amount of speed and their substats, or for those who are going for her signature Lycon, Kafka either wants 135 speed with attack percent boost or 161 speed, unless 201 speed is possible in the future without sacrificing too much damage. And all of this is because of the speed breakpoints. Many people say that Kafka should never be the fastest in the team, and while that statement is valid in a way, it is not truly correct. I understand how they think, because Kafka detonates DOT, so you want Kafka to take action after, for example, Sampo and Luca, but that only applies if you want to zero cycle MOC. If you want to zero cycle MOC and are confident that you can, then 134 speed is enough, and if you can get 134 speed in total for substats, then go for attack percentage boosts, might be worth it. By the way, if this sounds unreasonable to you to somehow get 134 speed without using speed boosts, it's because it is most of the time. But that's why I mentioned her signature Lycon, which makes this easier to achieve. But in the long run, 161 speed will actually be better, because you can detonate more DOT throughout later cycles. To make this easier for you guys to understand, I will show you guys the speed breakpoints and how it affects each and every cycle using this borrowed by Grimro Gacha from his video where he explains speed. As you can see, in Cycle 0, 134 speed is all you need to get the bonus action. 161 doesn't give you anything at all. But after Cycle 0, starting from Cycle 1 and onward, 161 starts to get really interesting, since you start to get one bonus action every cycle compared to 134 speed. But why do we want one more bonus action? That's because Kafka can detonate the DOT that's on the enemies even more times than before, which in the end will lead to more overall damage. And since applying DOT with Sampo and Luca applies them on enemies for multiple turns, that means that it doesn't really matter any longer if Kafka is faster than Sampo and Luca after the first action in Cycle 0. Now, I will mention this one thing that is really unrealistic to achieve, but for those who can achieve it, I'm jealous of you guys. If you can get your Sampo and Luca to reach 161 plus speed when Kafka has 161 speed, then that will be by far the best option in terms of damage. Note that this will not give you any big changes in Cycle 0 for you to zero cycle it. The only thing that will actually change is for Luca and Sampo to apply DOT so that Kafka can detonate it one more time in her action on Cycle 0. But at that point, if you are aiming for a zero cycle, then you should only go for a 134 speed and attack percentage boost, since it's more damage in Cycle 0. In conclusion, 134 speed with attack percentage boost is better if you can 0 or 1 cycle, but if it takes you between cycle 2 to 6, then 161 speed will be the more optimal choice. This means that you will need to decide which one is the best option for your current upcoming battle. But in the end, it's up to you guys how you want to build your Kafka, and no one can say otherwise. If you found this video sort of helpful in any way, then please like and subscribe. I would appreciate it a lot. Thanks for watching and bye.